All right, on to our last example. Example 3 says, Suzanne says that the two expressions 2 times the quantity 3a minus 2 plus 4a and 2 times the quantity 5a minus 2 are equivalent. Is she correct? Explain why or why not. Well, I'll tell you right now that you're going to have to do a little bit of work to get this answer. This problem is almost like number 1 in that we have to simplify them both first before we can see if they are equal to each other. The explaining part is going to come in the process of you showing your work. So let's see here. We have 2 times, it's kind of hard to write and see what I'm doing at the same time. 2 times, let's see if I could do it this way. 3a minus 2 plus 4a. And we want to know, is that equal to 2 times 5a minus 2? So I don't know about you, but I see distributive property on both sides. I'm going to start on this side because it looks like I have less to do. So when I use the distributive property here, I'm going to have 2 times 5a minus 2 times 2. This is going to give me 2 times 5, which is 10a minus 4. Now, just like before, we said that these were apples and these were numbers, and I cannot combine them. So this side is simplified the best that it can be. Coming over to this side, I need to distribute this 2. But remember, I'm not going to distribute it over here because it's not in the parentheses. So this is 2 times 3a minus 2 times 2. And we're just going to bring this down because we didn't touch it. We didn't do anything to it. 2 times 3 is 6, so that's 6a minus 4 plus 4a. Now, I have apples here and apples here. I can combine these apples. I have 6 apples plus 4 apples. So 6 apples plus 4 apples gives me 10 apples. And I did not touch this at all, so I'm going to just bring this down. Minus 4a. Again, our overall question is, are these two the same? 10a minus 4 and 10a minus, oops, that a is not supposed to be there, minus 4. Don't put an a there if it doesn't need to be there. Is 10a minus 4 equal to 10a minus 4? You betcha. So we say she is correct. And your work basically is what is proving if she is right or not as far as the explanation goes. Okay? So basically for that problem, we need to simplify both sides, ask ourselves, are they equivalent to each other? And if they are, then we say she's correct. If they're not, then she is not. After looking at these 3 examples, you should be able to answer the next few questions that you have on your own on the independent page. The independent page is going to end up being your homework, but I do want to do the very next page after that, the practice in class, just to get our feet wet and make sure that we know what we're doing. So we're going to go ahead and work on these individually in our groups, in our workbook or notebook, wherever it is that you're taking notes, or you can write right there in your packet, and I'll be walking around to see how you do. Okay? Feel free to ask questions if you have them after you have already tried to do these problems.